Hi guys, this is a tree diagram introduction. It does get a lot harder than this, but this is the basics that you need to understand to move forward onto anything else. So, probabilities, as we now know, all have to equal to 1. Anything over 1, you've got your answer wrong. So let's start with this tree diagram. The tree diagram is explaining heads, tails, red and blue. Those are the colours, and that's the coin. So what we need to do is work out from this tree diagram our end result, our outcomes. Now to do that, we start here. We go heads to red. So we literally write heads to red. Heads to blue. Heads to blue. Tails to red and tails to blue. That's it. It's as simple as that. Then it asks you to write all the possible outcomes. Well, that's just an abbreviation of what we've just written, which is HR, HB, TR and TB. That's it. And then finally, it's calculate the probability for each outcome. I filled this in already. I do it by labelling the actual tree diagram. So I know between heads and tails, it's going to be a half and a half. Okay, it's got to equal 1. Yeah. Red and red, half and a half, that equals 1. Blue and a blue equals a half each because they're equally likely. So what we do is a half times a half. Well, that equals a quarter. Same again. Same again. As I said, these are easy. They're all the same. Okay. Now, just to make sure our answer is completely correct, what we can do now is work out 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 obviously equals 1. 1 whole 1. And that's it. So the next one, complete the tree diagram by writing the outcomes at the end of the branches. So we've done exactly the same. We started at the beginning of the tree. We've got odd and odd. Odd and even. Even and odd. Even, even. Write for the possible outcomes. Abbreviate what we've just written. Odd, 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 even odd, even. And now we're looking at the calculating the probability for each outcome. So we have odd, even, odd, even, odd, even. So this time I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to make that a half. Same on here. And the same on there. Work it out at the end. And of course, that all equals 1 whole 1. And then finally, this question is exactly the same. We've started at the beginning of the tree. We've gone down this branch, that branch. We've got chocolate, chocolate, strawberry, 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 chocolate, strawberry, strawberry. And all our possible outcomes are, as we said, they're abbreviated CC, CS, SC, SS. So now we're going to calculate the probability for each outcome. So we're going to do a half, a half, a half, and a half, a half, and a half. I can't work it out because I've got no space. But as you can imagine, it is going to be exactly the same. So we are going to put, I'll write it in full actually here. So the probability of chocolate and chocolate equals a half times a half equals 1/4. Probability of chocolate and strawberry. Just notice actually that's not strawberry, that's chocolate. Chocolate and strawberry equals a half times a half equals 1/4. And this is how you write it out properly actually. And then finally, and they all equal 1. So that's it. That really is a really easy step into tree diagrams. On my website, there is, accompanied with the video, is a worksheet with different questions and fully explained answers at the end. Hope this helps. Bye bye.